Bro, get good, okay? Okay. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most hardcore games coming in 2018.
If there was, don't you think we'd have found them?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at some of the more mature upcoming video game releases that we're most excited about. With big releases like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter World, 2018's already off to a pretty great start. But here's a look at what's to come.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
Number 10, A Way Out.
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too. Yeah? Not my problem.
Coming from the creators of 2013's Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, this action-adventure game will offer a new spin on co-op play. The story focuses on Leo and Vincent, two inmates who break out of prison and go on the run. The game will offer no single-player mode. Instead, you'll play with a friend locally or online. Communication is crucial, as the two players may split up to accomplish separate tasks simultaneously. With a unique story to tell for both characters and a variety of gameplay mechanics, A Way Out looks to offer an experience unlike basically anything we've seen before.
See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
Number 9, Conan Exiles.
They left you to die. What will you do, Exile?
This open-world survival game has been on our radar ever since it was supposed to be released back in 2016. The game will take place in the savage world that fans have come to know from the comics and movies, though players will not control the titular hero, of course. Instead, you'll play as your own highly customizable character, who is rescued by the barbarian from execution. From there, you'll hunt, craft weapons and armor, and do whatever else it takes to survive in this harsh world. An early access version was released for Steam and Xbox One in 2017, and the reception has been quite positive, so we can't wait to try out the full version. Number 8, Shenmue 3. "17 years. That is how long it's been since the second game in this groundbreaking series was released. Taking place in 1980s China and Japan, the story follows Ryo, a teen martial artist seeking vengeance for his father's murder. Classic setups. Creator Yu Suzuki always envisioned the story spanning multiple games, but sadly the sales weren't strong enough. We think it'll be different this time around though, especially with the rise of 80s influence in pop culture. The first two entries pushed the Dreamcast to its full potential with their stellar graphics, engaging characters, and great gameplay. With a cult following that has only grown over the years, we're looking forward to continuing this ambitious story. Number 7, Vampire.
Lady Ashbury, what are you doing here?
I came to give you a warning, my dear.
Taking place in the early 1900s London, this action RPG sees you take control of a newly vampiric doctor. As the story progresses, your character must struggle with whether to kill innocent people or stick to your Hippocratic oath. The game will offer a tremendous amount of choice in how you tackle the story, as each kill will change the world around you. You'll also craft different weapons and upgrade new skills as you combat different types of vampires and vampire hunters. With such a large amount of diverse choices, as well as multiple endings, this game looks to offer a violent and incredibly addictive experience. Number 6, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire.
Greetings, friend. Always it is an honor to receive guests. You must let me know how we can make you welcome here.
Console players will have to wait a bit longer to get their hands on this one, but PC gamers will be returning to the worlds of Eora very soon. The original game was met with massive acclaim, and the sequel looks to further improve on the formula. You'll be able to play as your original character from the first entry, with the story focusing on a returned god after he destroys your keep and leaves you for dead. Also a pretty typical setup, right? New additions include a customizable ship that you'll use to reach new areas, which also brings new naval battle mechanics. Deadfire promises a living, breathing world full of possibility that we can't wait to get lost in. Number 5, Metro Exodus.
There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to help us. No one to hear us.
Who doesn't love a good dystopian FPS horror game? Following in the first steps of the first two entries, Exodus will continue the story of Artyom as he travels across Russia in search of new and better life. Which is a lot easier said than done actually, as the world is plagued by mutated monsters and very hostile people. While the premise sounds a bit common, the game will take place over the course of a year and feature a mix of linear levels and sandbox gameplay. Plus, developer 4A Games have already proven that their attention to detailed atmospheres and terrifying imagery is anything but generic. Number 4, Detroit: Become Human.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
Quantic Dream have made a name for themselves for being the leader of cinematic-heavy games, and their latest entry definitely looks to continue the trend. Players would control 3 different androids in this neo-noir thriller, each with their own unique story to follow. Much like their other games, Detroit can branch off in a variety of ways depending on how you approach each situation. Your characters can even be killed off while the plot will continue without them, though you can change the outcome of a situation if you regret how it turns out. The story looks to be the developer's most engaging yet, with a focus on what it really means to be human.
This is our story.
Number 3, Agony.
Every day, someone is skinned.
While this may be Mad Mind Studios' first game, their team is comprised of some very heavy hitters who have worked on games like The Witcher 3 and The Division. So that's like 50% good, right? But that's far from the only reason we're excited for this one. The story follows a martyr condemned to hell with no memories of his past life. Using your unique skill that lets you possess other martyrs and demons, you'll solve puzzles through a horrific landscape as you desperately search for a way to literally escape hell. It's a first-person survival horror game that's, set in hell. What more could fans of the genre want? Number 2, God of War 2018.
He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
The longer you wait, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
Oh, Kratos, will you ever find happiness? This action hack-and-slash series received an appropriate ending with its last console release back in 2010. But this latest entry looks to be changing things up quite a bit while still keeping some core elements that made the original series great. This time, though, the Ghost of Sparta will be tackling Norse mythology. Other new elements include an over-the-shoulder camera, new and impressive weapons, some RPG elements, and the addition of Kratos' son. While your son may make the story more powerful by humanizing Kratos, he'll also be able to help you out in combat, too. Plus, come on, more gigantic monsters to fight? Sign us up.
What is this?
It's the World Serpent.
Number 1, Red Dead Redemption 2.
This place. Ain't no such thing as civilized.
Is there anyone who's not excited for this one? As a prequel to 2010's Red Dead Redemption, this open-world action-adventure game will revolve around outlaw Arthur Morgan. Players will rob and fight to survive in the rough-and-tumble Wild West. This highly anticipated game looks to bring all the rootin'-tootin' gunsling and action that fans are expecting, and, it's made by the guys who make GTA, so do we need to explain why people are excited? The last game in the Red Dead series was one of the best-selling and most highly acclaimed games of its generation, so this prequel has some pretty big shoes to fill. But Rockstar has proven countless times that they know how to expertly craft a follow-up, so we're really not worried at all.
Do you have my back? Always, Dutch.
Product not yet rated.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.